us a couple minutes here, I think. Do you need time to set up? Okay.
Test the mic. Testing 1 2 1 2. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. What do you got, Chief? Yeah, I like it. It was so inspiring. Well, I'm going to start off by saying Patterson is the birthplace, it's the cradle. It was a cradle of industry and innovation. We're looking to return to our roots. This is innovative, bold, economic investment in the industry provides flexibility for all urban centers. State line of liberty and prosperity. So there's that liberty for prosperity. This guy's Channel 6. That's fine. I'll check email.
Andre has to practice.
Where's the mirror? You can do the mic check. Mic check 1 2. Okay, we're good. We're good, Governor. Oh. He said, "Who's Mike?" Mike Delamater. It's good you're here. Oh, dear Lord. Okay. All right. That wasn't good.
We're just discussing how Trenton is the premier city in Trenton, in New Jersey. Patterson, they're
Look at this guy.
they're in a short second.
Oh, close. Close second. Where's Yoshi? Don't let him hear that.
Comes back in.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
So,
You got it. Got it.
Going by population.
That's true. Or popularity. No, no.
that was particularly out of line. Yeah, a little bit. Do you mind? Just a little. Thank you, sir. That's good right there. Thank you very much. Hey, folks, as if I have to tell you this, I've lost my voice, so forgive me. I'm honored to be joined by Mayor Andre Sayegh from Patterson, Reed Gusiora, Mayor of Trenton, and Tim Sullivan is the CEO of the Economic Development Authority. We just had what I thought was a really good discussion with mayors, members of council, county officials on the economic incentive package that we have been working on now for well over a year. We think we're close. We've had very constructive conversations with the legislature and their teams, but it's time to get this over the goal line. There's too much at stake, particularly in our communities up and down the state. I'm going to ask Tim Sullivan to just briefly summarize our discussion and then ask Andre and Reed to say a few words. We'll take a couple of questions.
Thank you, Governor. I'm not as tall as the Governor. It's great to be with everyone. Great to be with the mayors. Thank you so much for your time and for being here. We had a great discussion this morning, as the Governor said, with municipal leaders and mayors and members of council talking about the Governor's proposal for economic development, really making the case, I think, for why it's time to turn the page and have a new approach to economic development. Just a reminder on some of the facts. From 2007 to 17, New Jersey was 49th in the country in wage growth, 42nd in job creation. We can do better than that. The governor's plan would focus on creating good paying jobs in the communities where those jobs are needed the most and targeting training and resources to make sure that folks in these communities can serve and get the jobs that are created by these companies that will choose to grow and invest in New Jersey. So we're really excited about the comprehensive approach to economic development that the governor's taken that would invest not just in job creation, but also in placemaking and remediating our brownfields, reactivating our historic structures in places like Patterson and Trenton and lots of other places in between. We think this represents a really forward, pro-growth, progressive approach to economic development, and we're excited to get on offense and get to work on this. With that, I'll introduce Mayor Sayegh.
Thank you, Tim. Good morning. Patterson is the cradle of industry and innovation. And with this bold and ambitious incentivized plan, we want to return to our roots. And I believe that there's enough flexibility for all communities, all urban centers to prosper. And quite frankly, that's our state motto, liberty and prosperity. So this type of program gives us the liberty to achieve that prosperity. And so I salute the governor. I was there for the unveiling on October 1st of 2018. But it's time we act because there are communities waiting for investment. There are communities waiting for job growth. And quite frankly, Patterson, we believe, is the next frontier. And we believe that Patterson will prosper as a result of this incentivized initiative. Thank you.
Mayor Reed Gusiora from Trenton.
Except, Andre, Trenton makes, the world takes. And we support each other, and we all want to be successful. The governor lost his voice because he's a tireless advocate for economic development. And the time for economic development, there's a perfect storm for Trenton. We have the land, the location, but we need the incentive program to really get the ball rolling with developers. There's a lot of expressed interest out there, and we just need to capture the moment with an incentive plan. And we've been working with the Economic Development Authority, with Tim Sullivan, and they're doing an excellent job of putting together a package that the legislature, we hopefully will accept or modify, but at the end of the day, we'd like to see the package signed into law sooner than later. Thank you. Thank you, Governor.
Thanks, man. We're also joined by our host mayor for this conference. Please help me welcome Marty Small from Atlantic City.
Okay, sorry. Yes, we would like to thank the governor, for his plan for all of these incentives through the Economic Development Authority. We here at the City of Atlantic City intend to take full advantage of all so we can diversify our offerings outside of casino gaming. I think that is very critical to the full comeback of the City of Atlantic City. But we do want to mention one thing, and we had a tremendous time the last few weeks that Holly Berry was here filming. So I would like to thank the state of New Jersey and the Casino Reinvestment Development Authority, better known as CRDA, for their efforts in, making that happen. She filmed Bruised here. And not only that, it gave the town some positive publicity. It provided jobs throughout the duration. And more importantly, it made an impact on our children, which I consider the children and seniors our two most precious resources. We had intimate gatherings through children from the neighborhood, children from the school system who had a chance to hear the Halle Berry story and talk about a message that she chose Boardwalk Hall over Madison Square Garden to shoot. So it just shows that people have faith in the city of Atlantic City, and with programs like this through the EDA, as I stated, we want to diversify our offerings outside of casino gaming, and we want more and more and more movies and films to come to the city of Atlantic City.
Thanks, Marty. Well done. Thank you, Marty. I also want to acknowledge my dear friend, Atlantic County Freeholder Ernie Corsi, who's walking away from me, but I know he loves me, and I love you. And the guy who runs the CRDA, Matt Doherty, is with us. So, Matt, thank you for being such a gracious host. Thanks to the mayors and to Tim. Any quick questions, folks?
Yeah, so yesterday, Senate President Sweeney said public banks that are seek to invest in skepticism. Your lead agenda as well. Marijuana is off the table. What are your thoughts going with so many of these priorities?
So the public bank, and the Senate President and I have spoken about this over the past couple of years. We see that differently, but the good news is that's an executive order. We're trying to establish the way forward, so that's far off into the future. That has nothing to do with the lame duck. On marijuana at one level, I'm happy that we finally have a clear path toward legalization of adult use. I'm disappointed that it's not going to happen sooner because the status quo is unacceptable. Plus or minus 600 people be arrested this week. Most of them are persons of color. Our kids are exposed. The drug traffickers are running the business and making the money. So we're going to have to go through at least another year of that. So I'm happy that we've got a path forward. I'm disappointed it's not sooner. And lastly, we've had very good discussions about the lame duck agenda. We had a leadership meeting last week. I was with the Senate President and Speaker last night. We've done a lot, and we'll continue to do a lot, including in this session right now.
Speaking about marijuana, given that it's going to take a year, will you give second thought to expungement? Is that something that you would entertain pushing through?
Yeah, without getting into details, Matt, we are very seriously looking at that and talking to the legislative leadership.
Governor, a number of the activist groups and Senator Cody questioned the legitimacy of the Senate Economic Committee. Cody said that the true purpose was to kind of attack you. Wondering what your thoughts are on the committee.
Listen, I didn't see any of the committee's deliberations the other day. The only thing I saw was Sue Altman being dragged out. And again, I repeat that that's not New Jersey. We should respect others' opinions. We should respect constructive discussion and debate. And that part I did see, and I don't like. And I don't think we should feel good about that. Beyond that, I didn't see any of the testimony. Governor Cody's a staunch ally, I think a great leader, and I appreciate his always standing by my side. Thank you all very much. As you can see, I'm low on the gas tank on the voice side, so thanks for putting up with me. I want to thank Tim, Andre, Reed, and Marty for standing with us, and everybody else who was in that very constructive meeting. Thanks all.